Two NFL player props here on PrizePicks for Thursday night football between the Giants and the San Francisco 49ers. Before I get started, you guys check out the link in the description below. You can sign up for our premium Discord. Only $9.30 per month. This is 31 cents per day. You get all the plays I'm personally making on PrizePicks, as well as we have other premium cappers in there that post all of their plays, research, and analysis on numerous different betting platforms, PrizePicks, Underdog, DraftKings. Super positive community in there. Everyone just trying to help each other cash. Go ahead and check out the link in the description below to get in there. Again, also I need to mention I'm not a gambling expert and this is not financial advice. Simply just the plays I'm personally looking at making. Hopefully this video gives you guys some insight and analysis to then make your own player prop decisions here. Again, no one's pressing submit on those parlays other than yourselves. But let's get into it. We have the San Francisco 49ers versus the New York Giants. Thursday night football here. Obviously some injuries going on with the Giants. No Saquon Barkley in this game. 49ers, I believe Brandon Ayuk is questionable. Looking like he's probably not going to play. Obviously the Niners are 10-point favorites, 10.5-point favorites at home here. So I definitely feel like the Niners won't force or really try to rush Brandon Ayuk back in this game when I definitely think it's a winnable game, especially with the Giants not having Saquon Barkley. But let's get into this. Two player props that I do like in this game. Let's go. So the first one is going to be Brock Purdy, and I like his under 20 pass completions, right? So his pass attempts line is at 28.5, and his pass completions line is at 20. So we know he is a high completion type of quarterback here. But if we take a look at his last five, he hasn't hit the over on this in his last five. And really, since becoming a starter in the NFL, he's actually only gone over this twice, I believe. 2 times in his career as a starter with the San Francisco 49ers, he's gone over this line. So he's under in 10 of 12, games where he's played a snap. Current odds for this line here is -157 over on Caesars and -140 on BetMGM. Again, this website that I'm on here is outlier.com or outlier.bet. Sorry. There's a link in the description below. You can sign up and get a 7-day free trial with Outlier. Also, their mobile app is an absolute 10 out of 10. I recommend it highly. So go ahead and check out the link in the description below. 7-day free trial with Outlier. But you can see here, like I said, great odds on the under, -157, -140. But just the way this game is looking like it's going to shape out, given the odds, it's San Francisco 10.5-point favorites with a 44 over under, but 10.5-point home favorites here for the San Francisco 49ers. We know Brandon Ayuk possibly might not play. John Lynch talked about how Brandon Ayuk's a warrior, et cetera, et cetera. You take it all the way down there. You don't have to make your inactives until Thursday. We clearly won't put them out there if it's not in the best interest, but I think the situation is very fluid. He has an irritation in his shoulder. Definitely don't think he's going to end up playing in this game. So obviously that's just that's Brock Purdy's number one weapon that could potentially miss. A lot of routes underneath that Brandon Ayuk runs, short, easy completions for him. So I definitely think he could miss this game. And then we talk about the running backs, right? We know Kyle Shanahan has talked about they have to do better with the running back rotation. Christian McCaffrey played 57 offensive snaps Sunday against the Rams, and Elijah Mitchell played no snaps. He played 10 snaps in week 1. He's even quoted saying, yeah, we definitely got to get Elijah in there more and do better with our rotation than we did yesterday. That wasn't the plan going in. It just ended up that way. I got to make sure that doesn't happen. So they obviously don't want to run Christian McCaffrey into the ground here, and they're definitely looking to get Elijah Mitchell some more touches, which I just think, given the 10.5-point spread, 10.5-point favorites that the Niners are at home, I definitely think they're looking to run the ball here against the Giants. I mean, we saw Tony Pollard averaged 5 yards per carry, 70 yards on 14 attempts, and even James Conner 4.6 yards per carry. 23 carries for 106 yards, and Rico Dowd had 4 yards per carry as well, and then the backup in Arizona had 3 yards per carry. So teams are able to pretty much run the ball against the New York Giants, and I definitely think that's what the Niners are looking to do tonight. And just like I said, Brock Purdy under this line, only gone over this line twice, right? Twice. Once he went over against the Las Vegas Raiders. If we take a look at these two games here, let's just take a look at the kind of game scripts on 35 attempts here. I just don't see a scenario where he takes 35 attempts. I mean, this is a 37-34 game, super high scoring game here. And then the other one is against the 49ers, right? Against the Dolphins, who do have a high potent offense. The Niners obviously trying to keep up with them. And in that game, Brock Purdy he threw the ball 37 times. I just don't see a scenario where he throws the ball that many times. Just given also how the 49ers are going to be able to run the ball pretty easily. I'm taking the under here on Brock Purdy, 20 pass completions. I definitely think we get that push safety net here as well at 20. But I'm going to be taking the under here on Purdy, 20 pass completions. I actually gave this on the Patreon. I gave this in Discord last night. So again, if it bumped, you got it early in the Discord. And then the other play here is going to be obviously a Giants player, and I like their safety. Jason Pinnick over 5 tackles plus assists. Now, this kind of is a correlation play with the game script and kind of the 49ers looking to run the ball. But Jason Pinnick, I mean, this dude is the new safety, or I guess free safety, strong safety. I think he kind of plays a combo of both. Like, he says free safety here on PrizePicks FS, but then like on ESPN he's a strong safety, or I read somewhere he's a strong safety. Anyways, regardless, he's a safety, he's a DB, defensive back. And in his most recent game, right, since becoming the starter, he had 13 tackles plus assists versus the Arizona Cardinals. He had 5 against the Dallas Cowboys. Obviously, that was just a crazy blowout. The Giants had a ton of time of possession in that game, so it's not like he was even on the field that much. Like the Cowboys were just scoring and scoring and scoring pretty easily, especially defensive side of the ball they were scoring. So it wasn't like Jason Pinnick was on the field that much, but 13 tackles plus assists versus the Arizona Cardinals. And we look at this tweet here. This is by a Giants. I guess this is a Giants insider. He tweets this after the Arizona Cardinals game. The Giants found a gem in starting safety Jason Pinnick in today's game. 13 total tackles, 3 tackles for loss, 4 defensive stops. He was making plays all over the field all game long, and they got him off the waivers last year still. Now, he has taken over the starting safety position for Julian Love, right? Julian Love was the starting safety last year for the New York Giants. And we look at Julian Love's tackles plus assists game log last season. I mean, he cleared the over on this 5 TA numerous times. Like, he only missed this in 2 games last year, once versus the Indianapolis Colts and once against the Chicago Bears. But he had 5 or more tackles plus assists in every single game last season. Jason Pinnick is taking that role over for Julian Love, right? So it's the same sort of defensive scheme, same sort of defensive coordinator. So there should be a ton of opportunities here for him. We look at the snap count for Jason Pinnick as well. He played 100 snaps, 100% of the snaps here in week 1, 98% of the snaps here in week 2. So he's played 122 of the total 123 total snaps. He's only missed 1 snap in 2 games now, 2 weeks essentially of the season. And then we also just talk about like this game script, right? We know that the 49ers are looking to run the ball, and we know that the time of possession should favor the 49ers given how much they love to run the ball. So that should put Jason Pinnick in a position to rack up a ton of tackles plus assists. I mean, the odds here for me, in my opinion, are pretty great. He's minus 175 on DraftKings, minus 160 on Caesars, and minus 155 on BetMGM to go over 4.5. So he's extremely favored to go over minus 175 on DraftKings, guys, to give us at least 5 TA tonight. Right, so we take the 5, we take the potential push. Usually when there's heavy juice on the over, right, minus 175, PrizePicks has it as the push, right? If it's at 4.5, heavy juice on the over, PrizePicks is going to have it at 5. That's just the way it works with PrizePicks. But I'm taking the over on this. I think given it how it's at minus 175 on DraftKings to go over 4.5, I'll take the odds here. For the over 5 tackles plus assists. We saw Jordan Fuller, who's a safety for the Rams, finish with 7 and runs, which should put Jason Pinnick in a position to get these tackles plus assists. If you're in the Discord, you know these tackles plus assists, player props honestly are a wagon. So these are the 2 plays here for Thursday Night Football. It's going to be Brock Purdy under 20 pass completions, and then Jason Pinnick over 5 tackles plus assists. Let me know in the comments below how you guys feel about these 2 plays here. Drop a like, hit that subscribe button, and as always, let's cash.